Hello everyone, my name is Praween and I welcome you all in our channel Animato Study. Today we will discuss that is democratic politics chapter number 2, that is federalism. This chapter we have divided into 5 parts. So let me explain to you about each part in very quick manner. So here this is part number 1 where we will discuss about the basics of this chapter. That is what is federalism and this particular differences between federation and unitary government we will discuss. In the second part we will discuss that is the particular features of federalism. In the third part we will discuss that is how the country India is a federal country. In the fourth part we will discuss that is how India is practicing their federalism structure, or how India is practicing their federalism. And in the last part we will discuss that is decentralization in India. So these 5 very important topics are there that we have divided into 5 parts. Okay, so this is the part number 1 where we will discuss about the federalism and this difference between federation and unitary government. Okay, so let's start from the federalism first. So as you have seen in the last chapter, that is power sharing. So in power sharing we have seen 2 very important country, that is Belgium and Sri Lanka. So we have seen in Belgium the people have adopted, the government have adopted the concept of power sharing. That is why they were not fighting with each other and they started living with each other with peace and happiness. But we have seen in Sri Lanka has not adopted the concept of power sharing, and they have given all the power and facilities to the Sinhala government only, and that is why they saw civil war. So that is why it's very, very important to understand the concept of federalism. So let's begin. So here if you will ask me that what can be the simplest definition of the federalism, so federalism simply means that vertical division of power sharing. Can you see here, that is we are sharing the power from the central government to the state government to the local government. But normally maximum country follow that is central government and state government only, but few countries also have that is third tier of government, that is local government. Okay, so in case of India we have 3 tier of government, that is central government, state government and local government. Okay, so this is the common very simple simplification or the definition of the federalism. If you want to talk in terms of proper definition, so here we have written that is federalism is a system of government in which the power is divided between a central authority and various constituents units of the country. So here what is the meaning of central authority? So central authority is the central government. Can you see here in this board? And what is the meaning of various constituent units? So these various constituent units are state government and local government. So this complete setup is known as federalism. Okay, so this is the definition of federalism. I hope this is clear to you. Now we will discuss the differences between the federation and unitary government. Okay, so before starting this federation, I just want to tell you one very important quick fact, that in the entire world only 25 countries follow the federal form of government. You can imagine we have more than 190 countries in the world, and out of that so many countries, only 25 countries follow the federal structure of government. But you will be surprised to know that in this 25 countries we have more than 40% of world's population. So we can say that this federalism concept is very, very important, and it is basically followed in large big size countries where population is more and the size of country is also big. Okay, so here let's start the discussion or the discussion of the differences between federation and the unitary government. Okay, so here the first very important point is here we have 2 or more level of government. Can you see here? So you can simply see here we have 2 or more level of government, that is central government, state government and local government. But here unitary government, you see the name only, that is unit. So unit means what? Single. Okay, so here normally we have single level of government. Normally we have single level of government. Sometimes they can have sub units, but remember their sub units are subordinate to the central government. Now what is the meaning of subordinate? Subordinate means whatever the central government will say, the state government have to follow as it is. Okay, so that is called as subordinate under the central government. But if you talk about this federation, so here you read properly, that is subunits are not subordinate to the central government. Means here also we will have subunits. What this is subunit, that is state government and local government are the subunit, but these subunits will not be subordinate of the central government. So what is the meaning of that? Whatever the central government will say, means what is the meaning of that? The central government cannot impose or cannot force the state government or the local government to work completely according to the central government. Okay, so that is very, very important point, that subunits are not subordinate to the central government. This point you must remember. Now here the third point is also very, very important. The third point say that it is suitable for big countries. As I told you in beginning only, that the big country, the large country normally follows the federal form of government. Why? Because their size is very big, their area is very big. So to manage that country in a very efficient and effective manner, we need more level of government, multi-level of government. So that is why the big countries normally follow federal form of government. And example I have also written here, that is America, Russia and India is the best example if you talk about the federal form of government. Whereas this unitary form of government, since it is only single level government is there, that is why here it is suitable for small countries such as United Kingdom, France. Their population is very small, as well as their size is also very small. You can include Sri Lanka also here, because in last chapter we have seen Sri Lanka was only having Sinhala government and they were not at all considering the demand of the Tamil people. So you can include Sri Lanka also in this example. Now here you see the fourth point, that is all about the exception or the exception, that which country is not big, but then also they are following the concept of federalism. Okay, so here one country is there, that is Belgium. In last class only we have seen that is Belgium later adopted the concept of federalism. So here one question I am asking to you, that is Belgium is a very small country. If you see in European map, so Belgium size is smaller than the size of our one state Haryana. So then also they are following the federal form of government. So why they are following the federal form of government? They should ideally follow the unitary form of government. Why? Because their size is very small, but then also they are following what? Federal form of government. So what can be the answer? So answer is that is Belgium is, although it is very small country in terms of area as well as size, but then also they have great variety in terms of language and all. Means they have French speaking people, they have Dutch speaking people, they have German speaking people. That is why to bring the different type of people together, they have followed the concept of federalism. So that is why they adopted the federal form of government. And here one exception is there, that is China. In unitary government there is one exception, that is China. So you remember here everyone, China is not a small country. China is very big country, both in terms of size as well as area. But then also China follows unitary form of government, because we all know that in China single party rule is there. In China we have Chinese Communist Party which is ruling in the entire China. So that is why we can say that China is a unitary form of government, although their size in terms of area, in terms of population is very big. So that is in this particular part where we have discussed the concept of federalism, means definition of federalism, as well as the distinction or the differences between the federation and unitary government. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this particular part. If you find any difficulty, any problem, you please comment below and let me know. So we will meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care of yourself. Thank you.